Linking. Linking is always the big thing. I'm going to get through this pretty quickly. If you develop something worth linking to, people will link to it. It's really that simple. If you develop something that's of value to people on the web, people will link to it, okay? Things like calculators, free trials, articles, etc. I also mentioned spreading yourself somewhat thin on links. What I mean by that is don't go out there and spend $1,000 a month for a link on one website. Because that website gets banned or something happens in it with Google or they pull it or they do some kind of crazy programming technique. Like how many of you may not have even known? You may have bought links on websites with all those question marks and equals in their URLs. We don't buy links from websites where the page where our link is going to be on has a bunch of question marks and equals. Why? Because we know Google's not going to assign the highest level of prominence to that link. So therefore, it lowers the value of it, and I'll be damned if I pay $1,000 for that. So these are the kind of things, hopefully, and hopefully it's starting to all kind of come together, where even when you're going out and getting links, the people that have all those question marks and equals in their URLs, they're not getting the maximum that they could for your link and for your dollar. It's one of the criteria that we use when we go out and get links for our clients. We do not submit our client sites to websites that have question marks and equals in the URL. Okay? Another thing to consider is how many links are on the page. Page rank, which is, still important. It's not totally out and gone. It gets divided up by the number of external links on that page. So me personally, I'd rather take a link on a page with a page rank of 3 that has 10 links than a page that has a page rank of 8 with 300. Just do the division. Each person now just gets a small little piece. All 300 people get a small piece of that 800 passed on to their website versus only competing with 10 people who all get a piece of the page rank of 3. One of the things that I like to do, let me go back to something. This is one of these like shady techniques, so you should be cognizant of it. People will often charge you money for links and use a robots.txt or what's called a nofollow tag. And the nofollow tag kind of came about when people started spamming blogs with their comments. I don't know if any of you have seen that, where somebody posts a comment that's just like, hey, Rolex watches. You're like, the article was about, women's clothes. So, people used to do that, and as a result, you can put something on your URLs that keep those links from being spidered. Where this hurts you most is if you're doing reciprocal linking. Because I might give you a link on a page that Google never sees because I put the no-follow tags on all my links, and you just linked to me, and I got all that power from your link, and I gave you nothing. Although you see it there, from a Google or a MSN or Yahoo standpoint, that link means absolutely nothing. Okay, it's something else you should be cognizant of. And people that link to you, this is one of the easiest things. Run a check and see who's linking to you. And a lot of times they'll link to your site with like, hey, it's http://www.thinkseer.com. I'm like, would you mind changing that link from thinkseer.com to say Seer Interactive SEO Professionals? Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, thanks for using my article. I'm glad you liked it. Now I have a link with the text that matters because I'm not trying to rank well for the word www.thinkseer.com. I already do. Okay? It's something to consider. And using a PageRank search, this is a very nice tool that I'm going to show you, assuming that this internet works with me well today. What you do, let me just Google it. Google PageRank search. Great. SEO chat, this tool here, it's in my bookmarks. If you come up and give me your card, you don't need to write it down. There's a lot of things here that I'm going to show you. This tool, when it loads, will actually show you the page rank along with the listings. So you can do a link : competitor name, sort it by the page rank, and now you see all of the highest page rank sites that are linking to your competition. It's the savviest way to get high power links from your competitors. So let's give this a shot. Let's use one of my favorites. All right. So SEO consultants is a word that I would love to rank well for. And we're down at like number 4. Yeah, we're down at number 4, but I sure would like to be number 1. So let's take SEO consultants directory. And I mean, their URL is SEO consultants, so I might as well be prepared to be at number 2 for a very, very long time, no matter how hard I try. And I'm going to use a tool, and this one is also mentioned in my links. Watch when I right-click. I'm going to go down to this little thing called SE Open. It's a Firefox plugin. This is why earlier I mentioned you want to use Firefox. I can easily go to Google and say, show me Google's backlinks. I don't have to remember the syntax and type all these things in to try to figure it out. And there it is. So now, this shows me everybody that's linking to Google, or to SEO consultants. What it's not showing me is how valuable these individual pages are. So I'll take this syntax, drop it into the PageRank search. I'm going to order by PageRank and say, go get it. And it's going to come back with in order of PageRank. So if I was competing with them, I might go to CSS Border Design Challenge. I wouldn't in this case because they're not going to give me a link. But this is an idea for your competitors and how you can go out and find the sites that are providing the most powerful links to them. And those are the guys you want to go and say, hey, I noticed you did a review on these guys and you didn't do one, like a counter one on ours. Would you mind? You might get a yes, you might get a link, and you might get the most powerful links. So instead of just going out there randomly getting links, some of them which may not have those URL strings with a bunch of stuff in it, this is the kind of strategies that we use. I'm giving you the exact things that we do on a daily basis to work for our clients.
Can you do those steps 1, 2, 3, 4? Just boom, 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 much more?
All right, I did a search on Google, and there's a tool called SEO Open for Firefox, and that's what I used. But the syntax is typically what you see right here: link, colon, HTTP, www, and your competitor's URL. You take that and put it into the PageRank search, which I did there. You see it right here. And I said order by PageRank and click search. And that's how it's come back with all of these different sites ordered by PageRank, and it shows me the PageRank right next to them. What does this help me do? It keeps me from having to click on each one of those, go out to their site, see what their PageRank is. That's a waste of time. And I need to work as efficiently as possible. And many of these Firefox plugins will help you work much more efficiently.